Good evening, and welcome to an 80-year recap of the news, starting with the most consequential date, October 18th, 1936, in the Bronx, New York. Michael Kramer was born. December 22nd, 1937, the Lincoln Tunnel opens, allowing Jews to flee to the suburbs more easily. On August 18th, 1938, President Roosevelt dedicates the Thousand Islands Bridge, connecting the United States and Canada. Canada and the U.S. connected for the first time ever. January 3rd, 1941, Canada and America acquire air bases in Newfoundland on a 99-year lease. 99.5-year lease in Newfoundland. 1941 to 1945, nothing important happened. January 1st, 1946, Emperor Hirohito of Japan announces he is not a god. No such announcement forthcoming from Rabbi Popko. March 20th, 1947, 180-ton blue whale caught in South Atlantic, largest ever. Reports say he answers to the name Ludi. May 14th, 1948, Israel declares independence from under British administration. Colin Kaepernick kneels for Hatikva. January 25th, 1950, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest temperature ever recorded in Cleveland in January. And that was the 20th century highlight for Cleveland. October 19th, 1953, first transcontinental nonstop flight. Airline apologizes for missing kosher meals. January 19th, 1955, Scrabble debuts. Putz, now an acceptable word. January 4th, 1958, Sir Edmund Hillary reaches the South Pole and finds a Starbucks. 1959, U.S. President Ike Eisenhower writes Canadian Prime Minister Diefenbaker a message off of the moon, requesting he be sent some poutine. September 26, 1960, Cuban leader Fidel Castro delivers a 4.5-hour speech at the UN. Rabbis everywhere are in awe. December 26, 1963, the U.S. furnishes cereal to the USSR. Will Fruity Pebbles and Count Chocula catch on in Russia? Stay tuned. April 26, 1966, Red Auerbach retires as Boston Celtics coach. April 27th, smoke cloud over Boston Gardens suddenly disappears. February 16th, 1968, Beatles George Harrison, John Lennon, and their wives fly to India for transcendental meditation study with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Ringo Starr cancels when he finds out Yogi is not a talking bear. February 24th, 1970, 29 Swiss Army officers die in an avalanche. Mini shovel on their Swiss Army knives proves inadequate to help them tunnel out of snow. February 17th, 1972, American President Richard Nixon leaves Washington, D.C. for China. Upon arrival, asks hosts where Chinatown is. June 30th, 1974, Soviet dancer Mikhail Baryshnikov defects to the West, claiming the West has better leotards. October 20th, 1975, American Supreme Court rules teachers could spank their pupils after warning. No ruling yet on whether the judges of the Supreme Court can spank plaintiffs and defendants after warning. April 7th, 1978, Gutenberg Bible sold for $2 million in New York City. Hertz Bible, somewhat less. January 20th, 1981, U.S. diplomats and citizens held hostage at the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, Iran, begin their journey home. American Airlines says they won't give them frequent flyer miles. November 18th, 1982, Duck Koo Kim dies unexpectedly from injuries sustained during a 14-round boxing match against Ray Boom Boom Mancini. If only Duck had listened to his own first name. January 10th, 1984, Clara Peller first asks, "Where's the beef?" In the Adath Israel of Montreal, they ask, "Where's the herring?" 1988, Year of the Reader begins, soon to be replaced by Year of the Texter. June 4th, 1990, Greyhound Bus files bankruptcy. Hyman's Bus considers going national. January 8th, 1992, George H.W. Bush gets ill and vomits on the Japanese Prime Minister's lap. Blames Shabbos Kiddush at Kesher, Israel. April 19th, 1993, after a 51-day siege by the FBI, 76 Branch Davidians die in a fire near Waco, Texas. FBI says all cults are under watch. Lubavitch is very nervous. January 25th, 1994, Michael Jackson accused of molesting a 13-year-old boy. Claims it was a bar mitzvah present. March 16th, 1995, Mississippi House of Representatives formally abolishes slavery and ratifies the 13th Amendment. Said to be toying with the idea of introducing indoor plumbing next. April 15th, 1996, 100th Boston Marathon, Moses Tanui of Kenya, first man to cross, and Uta Pippig of Germany, first woman to cross. I just wanted to say Uta Pippig. July 1st, 1997, Nevada Athletic Commission suspends Mike Tyson for biting Evander Holyfield's ear during a bout. Rabbinical Council of America supports decision since no bracha was made. April 20th, 1998. German terrorist group Red Army faction announces their dissolution after 28 years. Then go shopping together at the Gap. March 1st, 2000. The Constitution of Finland is rewritten. It's no longer mandatory to like fish. May 29th, 2001. U.S. Supreme Court rules that disabled golfer Casey Martin can use a cart to ride in tournaments. Half the PGA Tour members seeking to be reclassified as disabled. January 22nd, 2002. Kmart becomes the largest retailer in the United States history to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Plattsburgh, New York, to officially become a ghost town. March 13th, 2003. The journal Nature reports that 350,000-year-old footprints of an upright walking human have been found in Italy. Interestingly, no upright footprints have ever been found from any era in Louisiana. March 12, 2004. Roh Moo-hyun, president of South Korea, is impeached by its National Assembly for the first time in the nation's history. And he didn't even have interns. January 12, 2006. A stampede during the Stoning the Devil ritual on the last day at the Hajj in Saudi Arabia kills at least 362 Muslim pilgrims. The devil is quoted as saying he's in good health. February 8, 2008. Nebraska bans electric chair as sole execution method. State authorities want greater diversity in killings for better TV ratings. January 15, 2009. U.S. Airways Flight 1549 makes an emergency landing on the Hudson River. Happy passengers all say it's the fastest they've ever gotten their luggage back. April 27, 2011. U.S. President Barack Obama publicly releases a copy of his birth certificate, showing he's really Baruch Leventhal of Monsey, New York. March 22, 2012. Largest protest in Quebec's history occurs in Montreal, with over 200,000 people marching against government tuition hikes and for free access to post-secondary education. 180,000 of them say they thought the protest was against increases in the price of hockey tickets. May 13, 2014, Christopher Columbus's flagship, the Santa Maria, is discovered off the northern coast of Haiti. 10,000 Haitians immediately run to the beach, looking to flee to America. August 4, 2015, Muppets Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog announced the end of their relationship on Twitter. Kermit, claiming he still likes pigs, endorses Hillary for president. Miss Piggy, claiming she no longer likes creatures with tongues that can pick flies out of the air, also endorses Hillary. January 15, 2016, American Museum of Natural History in Manhattan unveils newest exhibit replica skeleton of a titanosaur, largest known dinosaur ever. Its small hands remind visitors of Donald Trump. October 18, 2016, Rabbi Michael Kramer turns 80. And that's 80 years of news. Happy birthday.